Alrighty then, so lunch has been had, and while the chicken coop is drying, and well, drying as best as it can, and while the nest boxes are soaking in the disinfectant, I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to crack on with a couple more jobs. So I do have a couple of jobs to do, but first I thought I'll give you a wee tour of the garden. Why not? I've been working out here and recording it for a couple of months, maybe longer than that, a few months now, and I thought you can see a little bit more now. So anyway, I just thought I'd take you on a wee tour of my garden. So stepping out the back door into basically the sun terrace for when the sun does shine, which isn't very often, as we know now. This is the morning coffee table here. I've just got pots kind of kicking about everywhere with things growing and things that are always going to stay in a pot, and some of it I'm going to basically pot it on into the rest of the garden. And turning around here, we have a wee cold frame which has just got crap in it, quite frankly. You might have noticed already my hammock frame. The hammock has not been out this year, so disappointing. Hopefully next year the hammock will be out lots and lots and lots. This is one of our log stores, log store A. This is our greenhouse, which is now also a log store, or log store B. We've got the table for eating out in the summer, but actually it more often than not gets used as a drying place for the dogs after they've been for a walk. We've got the barbecue area here, which I built I think earlier this year. Yeah, it was earlier this year. And the bench next to it, which is just full of plants and stuff that I'm basically growing to put on elsewhere. It's almost like a little potting gallery, if you like. And down here we have, which I don't believe I've introduced you to, the ferrets. I wonder if they'll come out and say hello. Hello, bambinos. Are you in there? Are you coming out to say hello? Nah. I don't think they want to say hello today. But yeah, we do have ferrets. We've got 4 ferrets in there, and they're all bloody gorgeous. They're so cute. Never thought I'd fall in love with ferrets, but I did. So anyway, that's the ferrets. This used to be my little potting bench, but I cut it in the middle. It used to go all the way across. This whole area here used to be what I call the Zen zone, and I had a nice bench because it gets the sun in the summer late into the evening. I had a bench in the far corner, and then just an open area here which I could do yoga in the summer. Well, look how that worked out. So yeah, the potting bench went as well. You'll have to excuse the mess. The whole place is a bit of a shit tip, but that's just how it is because it's autumn. The hedge, there is a fence under all that lot, but I don't like the look of fences, so I try to cover it with loads of climbers. It's still a bit patchy in some spots, but this area here is almost completely covered, which is nice. And then coming around to the pond, which obviously is one of the jobs I want to do today, because with the storms just lately, there is a lot of detritus in the pond. Oh, what is that? Yeah, so I need to get in there, get it all out, otherwise it's just going to sink to the bottom. It's going to create sludge, it's going to create too high nitrogen levels. That's not good for the fish. Yeah, it just needs a blooming good clean out basically with the net. So yeah, that's one of the jobs for this afternoon. Clothes dryer, yeah, that's had a lot of use this year. No. And coming round to, basically this is the flower beds. Now that looks a bloody mess, but I like it. So it's staying that way. My little string fence that I put up before I put the permanent fence up. That's not doing its job at the minute. It's gone really loose. Everything just looks shoddy at the minute, except this path, which still looks bloody gorgeous. I've got the wheelbarrow there for a very good reason, because this buddleia, in fact I'll step back so you can see it all in its glory, is really, really high. So it's as high as the top of the house. well, on the ground floor anyway, and that is going to get trimmed right back today because of the storms and the high winds. Don't know if you can actually see that, that's my bedroom window there. It's absolutely covered. But every night when it was really, really windy, it felt like somebody was scraping their nails across the window. So that's getting trimmed back. I do this every year anyway. You can probably see where it's been trimmed back in previous years. But it'll get a good trim back later on today. Now you might think, why? Because there's my window there. Why do you want to have a buddleia covering your window? Well, I'll let this happen every year. So trim it back every autumn, and then in the springtime it starts growing again. And I just let it do that because I like in the summer to sleep with the blind open. And by having this buddleia in front of the window, it still lets in the light, but it means that people can't really see in. So not that I walk around naked very often, but it just means I don't have to worry about anybody seeing in when I'm getting changed and stuff like that. But yeah, it needs to go. So anyway, let's continue on. Garden gate from the top garden. So here it is from this angle, the top garden. And that's what I call them. Top garden, bottom garden. Actually, it's nice now the sun's coming out. So let's have a look what's through the gate. To the right is the fence and the gate out onto the road, and there's the other window to my bedroom there. But round to the left is down bottom garden. Let's have a wee wander. Seriously, everything's looking so messy. So messy. Now it's hard in the summertime when you come round here, it's hard to see what's what because everything's so overgrown, but like I say, everything's starting to die back now, so you can see more of it. But actually when I look at it through the phone when I'm recording it, it just looks full. Looks absolutely full. We do have a path here though, so we're going to follow the path round. You might recognise some spots in the sack. Ooh, try not to fall over. This here is the wildlife pond. Doesn't look that great anymore. Looking a bit shoddy actually. It's lovely in the summer. I've just walked into a big spider web that's all over my face. So that's the wildlife pond. That's the buddleia that, oh, I've just noticed it's got new growth on it. Yes! Look. It's not dead. Amazing. That makes me really happy because that was one of the wind damaged shrubs earlier on at the end of summer. Earlier on this year, yeah, at the end of summer, that had been blown right over, so I cut it all up, and I think it was actually cutting this up and that one there that made me want the mini chainsaw because it was pretty hard work and it created a lot of mess. So yeah, it's still alive. Happy days. That's made my day, that has. And this next to it, I trimmed that down as well because I thought it would look ridiculous still being really tall when that one was clearly not anymore. But that'll grow back as well. That is, oh, I've forgotten, an elder. So anyway, here we are at the cave, full of crap. If you watched an earlier video about me creating, or not creating, but strumming back the veg beds and weeding them. There's the veg beds there, 1, 2 and 3, and then at the bottom the composters. The chickens are sunbathing and loving it. And your babies? Aye? You loving it? Oops. Not so much those lot. But anyway, yep, composters. The old composter, which we can actually use the compost in at the minute. And then that's the wood pile I created with Richie. Sorry, I keep saying we created last month, I think, September, yeah. And they're the ones that are already there, weathering. So here we go. Oh, poo pit. That is the poo pit. And the wildlife pond just beyond. So let's go down the wee path here. Let's chickens are so flighty. You would never know I bred them. Like, actually incubated the eggs, hatched the eggs, hand reared them. I don't know. So here we are at the chicken and the duck coop. We're going round in a great big circle. Hopefully the sun will stay shining, it won't rain, and those nest boxes will dry out. So I can get them back in this afternoon. And down to the back. It's a bit of a mess at the minute. There's some plastic in it there. I'll get that out later on. Put that in the bin. To the shed. The other greenhouse. The old lawnmower needs to go. What was our old log store? How we thought that we would see through a whole winter. Well, that size log store, I don't know. And then back up the garden. There's the duckies. Hello, duckies. Back up the path towards the house. There's a wildlife pond on our right now. And back up to the top garden. Don't know what we're going to do with this bit here. There used to be a wall there, but it was all falling down. Richie rebuilt that wall there. But we decided to stop it here because of the tree. So I'm still not certain what we're going to do with this. But we'll figure something out for it. For the time being, it's got a fence up to stop the dogs going next door. And to try and stop the chickens, but that didn't work. And here we are. Back up to the top garden. And that was your autumn garden tour by Lisa. So I'm gonna get to put this little Beauty to work again today. This is only going to be the second time I've used it, but I definitely feel a hell of a lot more confident after the last time I used it. We've just not had any firewood to chop up since then. So yeah, I'm going to use this for taking this buddleia down. And because I don't want to create any more mess for the bottom of the garden, and leaving, you know, piles of offcuts and stuff like that down there to burn when it's dry, because it's probably not going to be dry now until at least May next year. Yeah, I'm going to put it up in the, oh, there's a spider, a wee spider, what's that, a mini spider. And I'm going to win the lottery tonight and I've got to buy that total off-grid property. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Geecha, come on. Thank you. Come back. Yeah, so because we don't have like green waste bins here, the council provides a skip in the village that we can all use to put our green waste in, that's really helpful, and it stops, let us say, leaving loads and loads of branches down the garden that get burnt. It's funny actually, the skip actually comes from the company that I used to work for, so yeah, I like the fact that we can still recycle and that the company can still do something for me and I can still make money for it even though I don't work there anymore. So, a bit strange. But there you go, so let's get this bad boy down. I'm just going to take it down from somewhere near the, well, not near the bottom, but a few foot from the ground anyway, instead of doing it little bit by little bit, and then that'll make it easier just to pick it up and put it in the skip. Here it goes. Oh yeah, I'm going to get in here again. What? Still works. Oh God. Right, let's do this a bit at a time. There's one. Let's go nice and easy. I always do these jobs on a Sunday because Sunday's hair wash day, And as you know, from doing all this, I'm probably going to get some bugs in there. There's going to be bits of branches, bits of plants, bits of flowers. There's going to be all manner in my hair, so Sunday's hair wash day. That's why we do these things on a Sunday. Oh, not what I wanted to do. This is so much easier than using secateurs like I used to. Oh my god. Whoa, what a difference that's made. Look at this. Oh, I can actually see out my bedroom window now. You can see out Richie's bedroom window now. Look at the difference. Looks scalped. But I know come next year that'll all be up to the height of the roof again, so I don't feel bad about it. I know it'll survive. I'm not killing anything. But yeah, that's it. That's their autumn haircut complete. Well, I was just about to go back down the garden and I saw that my little Mr. Maggot has come out to play. Oh, hello maggots. Hello little maggots. Oh, who's that, baby? Is that Maggot? Hello, gorgeous boy. Hello, gorgeous boy. Eee. What are you doing, little Maggot? There's my gorgeous little bambino. You coming to see Mum? You coming to see Mum? Come on, come see Mum. Gorgeous boy. Oh, Buzzy, what are you doing?